than just, oh, he has this sword. And that's what made it special. Now, these things aren't special anymore. They don't matter anymore. They're just throwaway trash. Who cares?
When they've already established their community and love for one that they've been a part of for years. I think the current games that we have in the MMO space are going to remain there, at least for as long as both the players and the devs have that desire. In order for an MMO to take the reins, become the next big thing, to really be the game changer.
I think it can't happen. It can't happen until a level of technological innovation vastly reduces the cost of creating a game. It cannot happen until then.
It's going to have to be very outside the box. Never done before, a big risk. Chances are the next MMO to really overtake these or even see equal success as these hasn't even been thought of yet. But I just have this strange feeling
He's definitely right.
that the next MMO that comes out that has 6 classes to choose from, a woodcutting skill, and 2004-ass fetch quests is not going to be the one to see themselves at the top of that hill with those.
He's right.
It's just a hunch. I don't know. This Ashes of Creation game I've seen talked about for like the last 3 years is supposedly going to be the MMO that changes everything. They had this dev blog come out at the end of March, and I was like, okay, you know, this looks cool. And on the side of the screen, I see some quests about killing 20 goblins. And I'm like, no fucking way.
I think that's not a problem. So here's what you have to do if you want to capture the zeitgeist of what people want out of an MMO. You need to watch Solo Leveling, you need to watch Overlord, you need to watch Sword Art Online, and you need to watch Valhalla Rising. Watch all of those MMOs. Look at the plot devices in those MMOs, in those shows. Look at why people love them, and then figure out a way to make that into a game. Shangri-La Frontier, yeah, that's another one.
Okay. This is the revolutionary
Like, these are massively popular genres of MMOs right now, and I think how does that not prove that people want a game like this? People are willing to watch a video of somebody else playing a video. It's the stupidest fucking thing ever. But think about how ridiculous that the premise of a game like that is. A show like that is. People want this.
The next big MO is not gonna have kill 20 goblins as a fucking quest, I promise. They've already lost in my eyes. There's no way, there's just no way another one of those is gonna be the one to be up there. I don't know. There's a few things that I believe the next big MMO needs to do differently. I think the #1 priority is to come up with a structure that eliminates the locust swarm effect. Finish this as fast as possible. Get to max level as fast as possible.
I mean, it's got a lot of sugar in it, but that glucose and the fucking other shit's gotta kill you.
This is a problem that exists outside of gaming, and I think the reason why it's happened, and I think that we're shifting away from this now. I think that the era of goal-oriented min-maxing is waning. And also, one of the reasons why it's waning is because there is less of a fixation around making games hyper difficult. The problem and the reason why people do that is because there are a lot of group encounters and group events in WoW and other MMOs that you need to be performing at a high level in order to succeed in them. If you make a game massively punishing and really hard, and you have to rely on other people that aren't yourself in order to do the same thing that you're doing correctly at the same time, you will get more gatekeeping and you will get more min-maxing. It's really simple. The harder you punish players for failing, the harder players are going to try to avoid being punished.
Habit that we've developed with video games, especially MMOs recently. I think it's played such a big role in the overall downfall of MMOs, why everything feels underwhelming now. Unfortunately, I think as long as a game structure exists that allows for that kind of mentality, it's not going to find the success that it would have found back when we weren't playing games like that in the golden age of MMOs.
Hello and welcome to another Star Citizen podcast. I am your soon-to-be-moving house host, Board Gamer, and I'm here with the very housed Zinnia. Say hello, very housed Zinnia.
Hello, very housed Zinnia.
I am going to be talking about Star Citizen. Zin will also be replying to questions and talking about Star Citizen that I pose her from the last week's news and bits and bobs that are happening at the moment. I am, however, literally surrounded by what is like a waste site as I am about to move tomorrow at time of recording to my new house, and hopefully that'll be good. It'll be fun. We'll have internet. Nothing will go wrong. We'll be bam straight that day. Bam. I'll be making a video later on that day. That's what's going to be happening soon.
Good.
Look forward to that. But yeah, some things I want to talk about today. Xenothreat is live, as is 3.23.1a. There's performance issues, there's PvPers, there's stuff like that I want to talk about. There's been some account suspensions, and there's an actor's resume where they're playing a character which I'm not sure that needs to have an actor play them. Yeah, it talks about the potential release date of Star Citizen or Squadron 42. Let's start with Xenothreat. Zin!
Yes.
Xenothreat's live on the servers. And 3.23.1a is also live, and it is completable. It's doable. It's completable. Stuff works. There are some problems though.
Yeah, of course there is. Star Citizen.
Star Alpha. It's Star Citizen. The performance issues are one of the big problems. So sometimes it's fine. Other times it's incredibly laggy. 10 frames a second, 20 frames a second, a bit janky. Lots and lots and lots and lots of HUD issues. Sometimes your HUD is just covered in markers of like lots of different ships. And do you remember that problem that we've had before where people are appearing as enemies even though they're not enemies?
Vaguely,
it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That we had that problem, and it's actually a lot more recent in Arena Commander as well. But yeah, so there's that going on as well. So that is not ideal, but it's completable. Often you can play it, well, at least sometimes you can play it without any sort of problems, and you can play it through with sometimes some performance issues. Other people not had so many performance issues, and I think it's genuinely pretty good implementation of Xenothreat. You can board the Idrises. One of the ways that you can now sort of complete Xenothreat is after the refueling of the Javelin and sort of cargo and that sort of stuff. And there's some new cargo, some big boxes you can also now transport. So you have to take them with tractor beams.
Mm-hmm.
But after you've done that bit and you go to the fleet battle, instead of blowing up all of the ships, you can board the Idris, or the Idri, or Idris. Take out the commanders basically on the Idris. And then if you do that, you've won. Take out the commanders.
Okay.
And I really like that because it's like, oh, that's a nice alternative, and something that you could potentially do with a strike team.
Yeah.
So you just got like a group of 5 of you that want FPS stuff. Bam, you board that and take out the commander. Yeah, I really like that. I think it's a reasonable implementation of Xenothreat, significantly better than I thought. There's other like tweaks and updates that have been going into it since like 3.22 as well that have all sort of come to fruition now. And you can log into the servers. Nothing implodes. Well, the servers aren't really on fire, but I mean your mileage is going to vary because it's Star Citizen. The thing is, PvPers are not particularly well catered for in this event, even though CRG have said, yeah, PvP can happen. Star Citizen PvP can sort of happen anywhere, kind of. But PvPers make it very difficult in Xenothreat, and there's lots of PvPers turning up to these, especially in servers where a load of random people are trying to do it together rather than orgs. Because obviously if you've got a big org on a server, they're going to take up all the spots on the server. When you've got not all those spots taken up, there's higher and higher risk that there's going to be more and more PvPers. And for each PvPer you have trying to fight people that are doing Xenothreat, well, that's a spot taken up by a PvPer, and someone else has to deal with them, at least one other person.
Yeah.
That's really difficult when you're doing like the cargo run bits, or even just fighting some of the Xenothreat ships, because those PvPers can just blow up your cargo ships. They can take out those ships very easily, especially if they're static. They can, during a fleet battle, take out ships that are trying to assault the Idris or support ships very easily. It's not very well catered for PvPers at the moment. What do you think about that? What's your sort of thought? I know you're not super into PvPs in.
No.
but obviously PvP exists in Star Citizen. This event is supposed to have the ability for people to get involved with PvP, although people are arguing with that. But if you look at what CIG have said, they're marketing it towards this event, and what they've said about the event is PvP is available in it, although not, it is much more focused at a PvE event. But what do you think of all this?
I don't know. Like, I'd like certain I'd like there to be a line drawn between PvE and PvP. But that's me.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I want it to be like, if you're seen to be engaging anybody like in PvP in this scenario, then you will get a criminal rating. You'll get, I mean, obviously you get criminal ratings anyway, but like more serious sort of repercussions.
Yeah.
But that's not what CIG want. So that's, it's fair enough.
Well, I'm not 100% sure if CIG know exactly what they want. They're sort of testing a lot of this stuff in the wrong environment to be tested. So, Stanton system, we need more gameplay area, more laws and stuff to help prevent PvPing in areas that they don't want PvP to be in, and more stuff for PvPers to actually do and get involved with and want to PvP in, and something that will get PvEers, people that are primarily wanting to do PvE, considering doing PvP because of the risk reward. I am kind of with you on the fact that I want hard lines in areas that are, this is a PvE area, this is a PvP area, and this is a PvP light area, things like that. Yeah, so you know what to expect when you go into certain areas, and there are preventative measures to prevent people that want to do a PvE thing, like let's say make Xenothreat fully PvE. You go, well, people can't get into that. PvPers can't get into that area for some reason, or say criminal players can't get into that area for some reason, or it pulls them out if they start engaging in PvP somehow. But you make law behind it. You can't say, well, the UE fleet's there and they're able to scramble you. They're not able to scramble Xenothreat because that's some of the stuff that Xenothreat's stolen.
It is a difficult one, like law-wise. How are you going to tackle this? Because if they had something in Star Citizen like they have in Eve, where if you're in high sec and you do something naughty, it's within seconds, and you'll be, well, maybe not seconds, but unless you are prepared to get out of there quick fast, you're completely screwed.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're in a PvE situation where the people who are supposed to be governing you can't get the manpower to deal with these people and are having to get players to do it, then how are they supposed to come along and deal with PvPers? It's a bit of a weird law-wise, like, how are you supposed to deal with that?
I think some people want to do loads of PvP, we should cater for that. Some people want to do loads of PvE, we should cater for that. And some people want the threat of PvP to happen in those areas, and we should cater for that. And we should have risk and reward that goes up based on how much risk there is in that area, and we need ways of encouraging players to want to do PvP in certain areas, and to encourage people that would not normally look at PvP to consider doing PvP. And that might even be, you know what, I'm hiring escorts because I don't want to get involved in PvP, but I sort of want to do stuff that PvP or that's in the areas of PvP, so I'm going to hire escorts so that they can deal with it for me.
Thinking about it, actually, that's a good idea. So Stanton would technically be a mid to low security sort of area. It's not.
Yeah, I'd say mid security, but yes, I get what you're saying.
It's not governed by the UEE. It's obviously under the laws of the UEE, but it's technically controlled and policed and governed by the
loads of organisations.
The companies that have bought these planets. Whereas if you were to go somewhere like Sol or Terra, that would be high security, and you wouldn't really get Xenothreat missions there, I don't think.
No, you wouldn't, unless it's like a really big major event happening in, like, the Vandal are invading or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, those I would assume those systems are pretty safe. They're going to be the highest security anyway.
But yeah, so obviously at the moment, because we have a severe lack of systems, it's something that I guess they not really deal with or think about too much until they have more systems where they can have higher security systems and lower security systems.
But it's one of the reasons you're going to get things that just don't work when they try and run these events, because they're
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Shields under fire. Shields under fire.
they're trying to shoehorn it in, or they're trying to just test what it's like.
Yeah.
So if you really hate the way something is in Star Citizen, and you're like, I think there's a better way, or whatever, give feedback to CIG. But there is going to be PvP in Star Citizen, and there needs to be areas where there is a risk of PvP, even in the almost, to say, because in the high security sectors, I don't want PvP to occur.
Or at least if it does occur, they stand no chance of surviving. It would be a suicide mission.
Yeah, that's a good point. You pull your weapon like on Sol, you're going down.
Yeah.
Someone's going to take you down on security. Yeah, I mean, I do think there's going to be some exceptions to that rule and stuff like that, and I'm all for that. But I also think that some other stuff would be cool, would be knowing that, there's a cool lucrative cargo mission I'm going to take, yeah? PvE, we'll do a cargo mission, I want to do a PvE.
Yeah.
However, there's a really high value one, which I know will generate a potential PvP criminal counter mission of, they know where your cargo ship's starting and ending, and they know that you need to get it there within 10 minutes. And maybe every time I come out of Quantum, it updates where my position is. So I know that's potentially going to happen. I know there's potentially a PvP thing going to happen. I might get pulled out, so risk versus reward there. But I do think also more players will mean that there's more stuff for PvPers to do as well outside of these sort of dynamic events. Because PvPers want to be able to go, I'm going to set up a quantum snare with my Mantis and actually pull someone out and then negotiate with them to get money or blow them up and take their stuff.
Yeah.
And when you've got a server of 100 people, that's very rarely going to happen. It does happen, it's just very rare. That's what I want to talk about. I also think maybe when you've got really, really big cargo ships moving stuff across, maybe occasionally updates their positions or whatever when they get seen. Like if a pirate sees a cargo ship, it goes, "There's a cargo ship here." The same way you'd have it with bounty hunters updating you on the location of known bounties. So no, I'm not hugely into PvP, but I very much accept that it needs to be part of the game. And yeah, as you said, you want it sort of hard lines saying these are PvP areas, these are PvP areas, and I think we both agree that you need to know what you're getting when you get into any of the gameplay. You need to know if there is a risk of it.
Yeah.
Zin.
Yes.
Account suspensions.
Ooh.
So, some people got their account suspended for exploiting in Star Citizen.
Okay. Just suspended, as in they'll come back.
Yes, so we'll talk about this, and I'm going to ask you what you think is an appropriate measure. So there was some duping bugs, there was ways of making huge amounts of Alpha UEC, and that was destabilising the Star Citizen economy quite a lot, and people just had ridiculous amounts of cash and sending it to people ridiculous amounts of cash. And these exploits were this sort of damaging the way that CIG track data and work out how players gather money, then what they buy with that, because if you've just got infinite money that you can easily get, well, that doesn't show what missions you're doing to try and earn money, and it doesn't allow them to gain data on the economy the way they want.
Yeah.
So they went, some people have been excessive in their exploiting, and we've suspended them. How many accounts do you think they suspended? I know you haven't got much to go on with that.
No, I haven't got much to go on. There's like 4.5 million accounts, maybe 5 million accounts now.
I think it's close to 3. I can't remember. Let's have a quick look. They're currently. Oh my god, I'm so old. It's 5.2 million.
So it has reached 5. But last time I remember, I think it was like end of 2022. There was like 4 million accounts.
Oh my god, I thought it was so much lower than that for some reason.
You're bad.
Brain.
I don't know, maybe like 1,000. I haven't got a clue.
Oh no, okay, that's pretty close. So it's 600 plus.
Okay.
So that's pretty accurate, because I thought it was going to be like 10,000 or something. So for someone that's been doing this, how long do you think their account was suspended for?
I don't know, maybe a month.
Okay, you're very reasonable, Sin, today. At 3 months, around 3 months.
Okay.
Because I know a load of people had done this exploit, and some people were making videos on it and stuff. Now, typically, and actually, I don't make videos on that sort of exploit and stuff because I'm aware that CIT would probably be quite grumpy about it. So I don't know. I'm not going to guide on an exploit that needs to be hotfixed. I might make a video on there is a problem in Star Citizen. It's this duping problem, and it needs to be solved without sort of describing. And this is how you can replicate it. Yeah. I thought it was interesting. Now, it's an alpha game, Sin.
Yes.
Do you think people should have been suspended or banned at all, or suspended?
Hello citizens and welcome to the latest 3.22 EPTU patch. Today I'm gonna show you the new hull munching or structural salvage mechanic with reworked and now fully functional claw on Mighty Reclaimer. There are some new quality of life improvements which will bring the whole salvage gameplay more interesting and fun. I will help you to learn how to activate the claw, and we will check the new fracture and disintegrate modes which are a part of the new structural salvage mechanic. Let's grab this Salvage Hammerhead cleanup mission so that I can show you how these new features work. Okay, I am around Yela in Asteroid Field, and here is my Hammerhead which I'm gonna try to take apart and see how this new mechanic works. This is the 250,000 credits mission, and I have no intention to do a classic hull scraping because we all know how this works. I'm gonna park my ship around 80 meters from Hammerhead. Don't be too close since claw needs to extend to be in operational mode. But also if you are too far from a ship you need to take apart, then you won't be able to do it. So keep in mind to be at least 80 meters or closer to the ship, at least when you fly in the Reclaimer. Now I will switch to a co-pilot seat or claw operator seat. On your left side you have power on button. Now when the claw have power you need to press M on your keyboard to extend the claw to operational mode. By the way, what do you think about this new reworked claw? Do you like the old one better, or you think CIG did a good work with this new design? When you look on the left side of your HUD you can see that it says field mode. And you can also see that I am now in fracture field mode. That means that I will now break this ship to smaller pieces. Just like we have with mining. You first break the rock and then you take the smaller pieces. This structural salvage or hull munching works in a similar way. To activate the claw, just press your left mouse button or fire button on your controller. Here you can see this little circle indicator, and you can see that he slowly fills up. When this circle fills up completely, this ship will break apart. Now when this ship is in pieces, we can switch to disintegrate mode and start to take these smaller pieces. To switch to disintegrate mode, you need to press right mouse button or right alt plus S. Here you can see how much SCU you get with each piece you take. So one hammerhead is all you need to have a full filler station with this new construction material that you get from disintegrating ship parts. I remember that this needed to be a refinable materials instead of a construction materials, but hey, this is just an initial tier 0 structural salvage, so everything is still subject to change. And this is how you actually absorb the ship parts after disintegration. I also believe that this could be just a temporary solution because, as you can see, all this is very similar to a mining mechanic but without any skill needed. You just press a button to activate a mechanic and then wait until it's finished. No interaction from the player is needed at all. This is why I believe that this will change in the next iterations. Now let's go to a filler station so that I show you some new cool stuff they made possible for us. To get to the filler station you need to go to an elevator and then press salvage processing. Okay, now here are our new filler stations, much bigger than old ones I believe. Let's take a closer look at them. And now one of the best improvements to Salvage overall. Our filler station now have a buffer which can take 360 SU of material, which means that you don't need to go to a filler station every time when the station ejects 2 1 SU boxes like before. We also have crafting, and to be able to craft things you now need a combination of recycled material composite or RMC, which you can get from hull scraping, and new construction materials which you get from hull munching or ship parts absorbing. Another cool addition to filler stations is that you can now make 1, 2, 8 and 16 SCU boxes, which is awesome. I believe that we don't have option to make 24 and 32 SCU boxes because of the cargo hold area, which is just below salvage processing area, and 24 and 32 SCU boxes would not fit into our elevator here. I will now quickly make all different size boxes, and then I will try to transfer them to a cargo hold area so that we can check are there any problems with that. For making 1 SCU box, you'll wait 1 second. For 2 SCU is 2 seconds, and 8 and 16 SCU is 8 and 16 seconds. And you can use both stations for more efficiency like I will do here. If you activate auto eject option, then filler station will automatically eject the boxes in size you choose. For example, if I choose 8 SCU box and after that I activate auto eject, filler station will automatically make 8 SCU boxes until you change the size. Now let's try to transfer some of the boxes down to the cargo hold. I will take the biggest 16 SCU and see how it fits into the elevator. Yeah, it is a tight fit, and this is why I believe we don't have bigger size than 16 SCU, and to be honest, I'm fine with this. This is amazing.
I'd like to see that ring with maybe black diamonds or sapphires as well. But that's the style, yes.
Without a need to interrupt the salvage process is great. You can practically go to a quantum, and while you travel to your destination where you will sell all your stuff, you can go to a first station and make all the boxes. I believe this will make a reclaimer more solo than multiple ship now. But hey, this is a still tier 0 and a lot will change in the future. But for now I am happy to have additional gameplay loop for Salvage. At least we can now start to clean all those abandoned wrecks around the Earth. I can't tell you the profit since I was unable to sell the construction materials since there is no demand for that material currently. Probably because everyone is testing this. Okay people, this is all for today. It was a short one. If you can, please leave a comment about what you think about new structural salvage or hull launching. I can say that I am really excited for what future brings for Star Citizen. Thank you for watching. You know the drill. Comment, like, if possible subscribe. It means a lot to me. Stay safe in the verse, and may the force be with you all.
Great.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Hello? Oh.
YouTube! Welcome back to more Nick Mercs. Guys, in today's YouTube upload, I'm getting canceled again. I'm watching the craziest, most toxic Family Guy episode you could ever imagine. Now, I know you guys love these episodes, man. Gary loves to make them. I love to watch them on stream, man, but every time, oh, it's close. It's close. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video, man. Drop a comment down below. Tell us what you want to see. Subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1 million. I want to get there, baby. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the video. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. All right, here we go. All right, Gary,
says that any child who's being difficult should be medicated.
What? Drugging a baby?
Are you sure? That sounds so serious.
I'm afraid his behavior has been an issue for a while. He's even been bothering students during nap time.
Hey, You up? Guess where I have a crayon.
You hear it good, chat?
What? Why?
You'll see.
Why should I trust you? You're always tricking me into going places I don't wanna. Oh, you said we were going to a place Walt Disney built.
No, Peter, I said supported.
Oh.
By the way, don't go on the train ride.
It's worth a try. Come on, Joe, don't be so negative. You're like a Boston fortune cookie. I don't know, numbnuts. Maybe buy a garage and fill it with hockey equipment. Huh. Well, let's see what my lucky numbers are. Screw you, math dick.
Putting you on that stuff was a huge mistake. Like inviting a turtle to a cocktail.
Good eyes.
Hey, ask me why they call me a box turtle.
Vodka beer. The can says beer, but inside is 12 ounces of carbonated vodka. And the best part is, your wife will never know.
Is it
Honey,
too
I'm
quiet?
so proud of you. Cutting down.
I don't know if we can. How do I turn Gary? Turn me up. How do I turn it up, bro?
Down to 1 beer a night.
Take off your underwear.
Because you're terrible at keeping secrets.
No, I'm not. I'm great at it. Like when
No,
I was an
you're not.
OBGYN. Well, I got the results of your ultrasound, and I got some news for you.
Wait. We don't want to know if it's a boy or a girl.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not breathing.
Trapped like a baseball announcer.
And the count is 2-2.
Oh my God.
Garcia steps off the mound, virtually guaranteeing that my wife will be asleep when I get home. The big right-hander kicks a little dirt and tosses the rosin bag as my children grow up without me. Okay, and now a fan in the stands is giving me the finger. I agree. Hey, I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm peeing in my coffee cup right now.
Use a little sip of that drink I invented. Hi, Stu Griffin here with my latest creation, Monster Energy Drink. What is it? I don't know, but it's free from this truck that stopped outside your work. Mix it with booze. Ever been wide awake, blacked out? Ever tried to jump over a train on a bike? Ever bit the beak off a bird? Monster Energy. Put it in your body and ask questions later. It's green, so it's nature.
Just like the alternate ending of Back to the Future.
Well, if I'm gonna disappear into nothing, I might as well bang my mom. Hey, Lorraine, wait up!
Harry, my name's Marty. I'm in a picture. To be contenders.
That was easy. Like pressing that easy button at the office supply store.
Hey, thanks for all your help. No problem. Why don't you go ahead and hit the easy button, okay? What did I just do? Don't worry about it.
I'll have what I had last time. Pheasant on the glass.
Don't you mean pheasant under glass?
Nope. Yeah, now turn around and lay an egg on the glass. Ah, yeah. I defy you to tell me exactly what's wrong with this. The show's gonna be fine. They'll fit in great there. Not like when I went to Hogwarts.
Slytherin.
Oh, this will be good.
Hufflepuff. Housing for registered sex offender.
Oh, fuck.
Ah. Quagmire? Hey, nobody's seen you in days.
Hey, Peter. I've just been, checking out some of that internet porn.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna go and check my mail over there.
You been lifting weights?
No. No, I don't think it. No. I'm sorry, Peter. I gotta get back.
Yeah!
Go, Carter!
Get some! Get some!
Hey,
Get
Joe, that's
some!
right in my ear.
Here's your baby. She's beautiful. Isn't she, sweetheart?
She sure is, Joe.
It's hard to believe she's already 18.
The old Chris couldn't even figure out the self-checkout at the supermarket.
Please place the item in the bagging area. Please remove the item from the bagging area. Please take a plastic bag from the bagging area.
Yeah.
Please put the bag over your head
This
and
shit
tie...
is, but it's actually so annoying. Oh, fuck. This shit's actually so annoying, though.
I told you I could make him do it. That's hardcore, man. You're hardcore.
The Flora ways are the best ways. Joe, you got us some... Cleveland, I want you to get buildings in the city.
I'm still very unclear about the plan.
3 more banana daiquiris. We track down the...
To real jobs.
That's it, Fishman. Shirts off. I want to see who's got bigger pecs.
Peter!
Well, they look better when they're oiled up. Pass the salad dressing. Oh, no, it's an almost empty squeeze bottle. Hang on. It's all out. There's dressing on that salad. Give me that salad. Yeah, who's the better man now, Ross? All right, kids, now pay attention. All right, these are all of Quagmire's women organized by country.
What?
There's Brazil. There's Italy. And there's Thailand. Wow. Wow, they're young. We should go.
You can't go through here. It's only for people who work for Miss Ryan.
You have to let me through. I'm Ed Sheeran.
I'm not Ed Sheeran. You're a weird-looking baby with an English accent. Oh my God. Right this way, Mr. Sheeran.
How fast you were going, sir?
Peter? Hey, Cleveland, this is just so we can talk without getting spotted by Lois or Donna.
I need you to step out of the car, sir.
Peter, there's gotta be a better way.
He's got a knife! Ow, ow, ow.
Sorry, Cleveland, it's gotta be authentic.
Stay down! Stay down!
Cleveland, try to grab my gun.
Oh, trying to grab my gun, are you? Ow!
Hey, Rookie, save some for me. Wow, the whole gang's back together.
Shut up! We don't need you in this town.
Badass, give me wallet.
I could give you my wallet, but what I think you really want is love.
It's true.
But you know, it's not just Griffins who work hard to make Family Guy what it is. Here in the props department, some sweaty guy is working on the Peter Cup.
That's right. You know, a lot of people don't realize SEAL Team 6 actually completed their mission in this puppy. Oh, cool! Family Guy! Over here!
Oh, God, just wipe your nose, man.
Can I have a hug, Brian?
No, God, no, not now, no.
I want a hug!
No, just wipe it. Oh, God, there's no
Brian,
Kleenex.
I love you.
Go roll around in the sand bucket in the summer house. Go to the summer house and roll around.
Hey, Meg, come here. Have a seat.
Dad, what are you doing?
Meg, I'm a redneck, which means I am about to do something to you that you will not remember until you're 40. Meg, come back! I meant sex!
Which means I got to get a job. Otherwise, we'll be in worse shape than morbidly obese Albert.
Hey, morbidly obese Albert, we brought you some chocolate.
I can't eat those chocolates on account of my diabetes. Remember they had to take my foot?
Look on the bright side. Now you get your shoes half price.
Ha ha ha. Alright, maybe I'll have one.
You're the only person who understands this crazy world, except for maybe Anne way too frank.
Dear Diary, when this war is over, I'm gonna get a cucumber and work it into a pickle. And you can take that to the Bank of Berlin. Phew. Good thing no one's ever gonna read this.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. As the video goes on, and I get more and more, like, concerned.
Family Guy? Okay, bet. You and Chad both want Family Guy.
Hey, is your refrigerator running?
Yes, it is. Are your doors unlocked?
What? Why? I don't know, they all kind of look the same.
What do you mean they all look the same?
Yes, it is.
Excuse me, sir. What's the next stop for this train? Ugh, I hate when they the infirm ride on the train.
Oh.
Next stop! Station.
Sir, you owe an apology to me and all the good people of...
It's not